distinguished delegates, and friends of our shared plan. A very good afternoon to all of you. It is indeed a profound honor to stand here in Belém, the heart of the Amazon, the lungs of our planet, a living cathedral of creation. As we breathe this air enriched by the forest's generosity, we are reminded of an ancient truth. Humanity's survival is written in the health of our rivers, of our trees, and of our skies. Ladies and gentlemen, my friends, I come from another great civilization, Punjab, the land of 5 rivers that flow through the mighty Indus basin. If the Amazon is the world's green heart, the Indus is its ancient memory. Both lifelines, both symbols of how humanity and nature are eternally bound. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring greetings from 128 million resilient souls who live where climate change is no longer a forecast. It is a lived reality. I have come to Belém not just to speak, but to listen, to learn, and connect from one great ecosystem to another. The Amazon and the Indus may be half a world apart, but they are bound by the same heartbeat, the heartbeat of a planet asking to heal, not harm. Our message is simple. We share one atmosphere, one destiny, and one responsibility. Pakistan is among the 10 most climate vulnerable nations on the earth, contributing less than 1% to global emissions, yet facing some of the world's highest impacts. In 2025, ladies and gentlemen, Punjab faced a flood that felt biblical in scale. The Chenab, Ravi, and Satluj rivers swelled together, joined by hill torrents, cloudbursts, and spillways from across the border. 27 districts were completely inundated and submerged, affecting nearly 5 million people. More than 2.6 million people and over 2.1 million animals were safely evacuated in one of the largest rescue operations in the history of Pakistan. The floodwaters covered 3.3 million acres of land, including 2.4 million acres of crops, leaving devastation, but also revealing the strength of our people and the power of preparedness. But where once there was chaos, this time there was unity, there was coordination. Within hours, ladies and gentlemen, early warnings were triggered, emergency shelters were activated, and within weeks, the fastest digital damage survey ever conducted in South Asia was completed. And by the end of that same month, relief checks were reaching victims digitally, transparently, and with dignity. This entire operation will be completed in this month, inshallah. This experience, my friends, transformed us. Punjab learned that resilience is not built after the storm. It is built before and during it. We learned to rebuild not just what was lost, but to build smarter, greener, fairer, and better. This spirit anchors our Punjab Climate Resilience Vision 2025, where data, governance, and compassion come together to turn crisis into capacity and despair into design. But ladies and gentlemen, not all storms come with rain. Some descend silently in the air that we breathe. Each winter, Punjab and our neighboring regions of the Indo-Gangetic Plain share one sky, a single atmospheric basin where borders fade and pollution travels freely. The air that we breathe knows no nationality, knows no borders. Therefore, the solution must be global, shared, and science-driven. Punjab chose not to wait for others. We chose to lead and lead from the front. Just 16 months ago, our skies, as you saw in the video, were grey. Our children cuffed their way to school, and smog had become a regular, unwelcome season. But today, ladies and gentlemen, the season of despair has turned into season of data, discipline, and determination. And hence, change began. We built science before the slogans. Punjab established 100 air quality monitoring stations and a 24-hour smog war room powered by artificial intelligence and machine learning. The establishment of the Climate Observatory in Lahore, South Asia's first real-time climate intelligence hub, will enable the province to link satellites, sensors, and international data networks for accurate forecasting, for rapid response, and evidence-based planning. Across hotspot districts, 8,500 city cameras, drones, and thermal sensors now monitor emissions real-time. Through our Air Quality Index app, citizens can track air quality, report violations, and see results with a 96% complaint closure rate. Every industry, every brick clean is now geotagged, QR coded, and digitally monitored across Punjab. Around 4,000 construction sites contributing to fugitive dust during the smog season in and around Lahore have been mapped, monitored, and certified. For the first time, dust suppression sprinklers have been installed across the sites, transforming one of the biggest sources of urban air pollution into a model of responsible construction and cleaner air. But this transformation, ladies and gentlemen, was not built by technology alone. It was built by the people of Punjab. Our farmers became our partners in reform, and together with Supaco and NASA, we monitored crop fires from space and turned data into immediate action. Within 1 year, we cut stubble burning by 65%, according to Supaco, replacing smoke with innovation and introducing for the first ever time 5,000 superseeders, expanding to 15,000 balers, and mechanized harvesters through interest-free green loans worth billions. In agriculture, climate-smart farming is replacing the cycle of burning and blame. The result was not only cleaner air, but a new social contract, where farmers, government and science stood on the same side of history. This shift is not only reshaping our air, it is redefining rural resilience, restoring soil fertility, and creating a new green economy driven by farmers. It is a global model for how a developing region can leapfrog from pollution to precision, from residue to regeneration, and from vulnerability to victory. Ladies and gentlemen, from data in the sky to machines in the soil, Punjab's green revolution has become a living story of change. This transformation has sparked an e-mechanization revolution across Punjab's farms, a story of how innovation found its way to the heart of our villages, where once the plow and hand defined the rhythm of the land, now the hum of high-powered tractors, rice transplanters, and maize harvesters mark a new dawn. Silage machinery, dryers, pruners, sprayers, and pivot irrigation systems are turning fields into classrooms of technology and hope. With every machine in the field, our farmers gain efficiency, dignity, and resilience, building an agriculture that not only feeds the nation, but also sustains the planet. The AI machine learning forecasting system, our AQI monitors now predict pollution spikes before they occur, enabling preemptive response. The entire surveillance network, from cameras and sensors to satellite feeds, is fully integrated into a centralized, digitized dashboard, allowing real-time decision-making and enforcement. Behind this transformation, ladies and gentlemen, stands a whole-of-government approach where climate resilience is no longer a side agenda, but the center of every decision. Ladies and gentlemen, our smog mitigation budget has grown from zero to 123 billion rupees, supported by Climate Endowment Fund, because policy without finance is a promise without power. From cleaner air to cleaner mobility, the journey of Punjab's climate transition is moving from the sky to the roads we travel. Every step forward is powered by clean energy and collective resolve. Under the Punjab Clean Air and E-Mobility Vision 2030, we are reimagining how people connect, how cities breathe, and how progress moves. For the first time in South Asia, my friends, an entire provincial transport network is being electrified, not in fragments, but as a unified, intelligent, and equitable system. Across all districts of Punjab, 1,500 new electric buses have started gliding through the streets that were once choked with smoke and emissions, connecting millions of citizens through a clean, quiet, modern, yet very affordable public transit system. Alongside them, over 120,000 electric 2- and 3-wheelers are being introduced under the Punjab Clean Air program, giving young boys and girls, riders, small business owners, and working families an affordable, zero-emission alternative that powers livelihoods while protecting the planet. My friends, our cities will soon be seeing 1,100 electric taxis hitting the roads, driven by men and women who are becoming the face of a new green urban economy. The introduction of 10 automated rapid transit systems will redefine high-density corridors into efficient, people-first, and pollution-free spaces with 60 18-meter electric metro buses soon beginning operations in Gujranwala and Faisalabad, a first for Pakistan's industrial heartland. All of this is being built upon a single, intelligent electromobility ecosystem powered by solar charging depots. AI-based route optimizations, digital fare systems that make travel seamless, safe, and sustainable. Punjab's e-mobility transition is not only reducing emissions, it is rewriting the social contract between people and our planet. Every electric kilometer we travel means fewer pollutants in our air, fewer illnesses in our hospitals, and more hopes in our homes. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear friends, for the first time, 500,000 vehicles in Lahore have been tested and certified under the new vehicle fitness regime now being rolled out across Punjab simultaneously. What was once unregulated traffic is becoming a movement for cleaner air and responsible mobility. Because in Punjab, mobility is no longer measured in miles. It is measured in lives improved, in the air restored, and futures protected. But even as our skies cleared and our transport system turned green, another battle awaited us. The one that we fought not in the air above, but on the ground beneath our feet. The story of Punjab's transformation could not be complete without cleaning and cleansing the very earth that sustains us. There was a time not long ago, ladies and gentlemen, when Punjab's cities woke each morning to the sight of mountains of garbage, rivers choked with plastic, streets overflowing, air thick and hope buried under tons of waste of our own making. But we refused to let decay define our destiny. From the crisis was born a movement, a quiet, determined revolution that we call Suthra Punjab or Clean Punjab, a movement that turned waste into worth and despair into dignity. Every day, ladies and gentlemen, Punjab once generated over 50,000 tons of waste, half of which never reached a disposal site. It polluted our waters, our air, and our soil. But today, even a ton of that waste is collected, tracked, and treated across every city, every street, every village, every neighborhood, every household. What was once chaos is now coordination. What was once invisible is now fully mapped, monitored, and managed. And behind this transformation is a new kind of governance, digital, data-driven, and deeply and proudly human. Through an AI-based command system, we track every vehicle, every route, every worker in real time. Cities that once disappeared under smoke and sludge now appear live on digital dashboards, measurable, accountable, and real. For the first time, waste management has actually moved from files to fingerprints. Thank you. And with transparency comes trust. Public-private partnerships turn government projects into people's missions. Local contractors, entrepreneurs, and industries joined in bringing competition, efficiency, and shared ownership. The result? Not just cleaner streets, but cleaner systems, cleaner planet. Most powerful of all has been the human transformation. Behind every waste truck, every compactor, every sweeper, my heroes in green uniform, stands a story of a worker with a steady income, a family with renewed dignity and pride, and a city reclaiming its glory. Over 150,000 jobs have been created, and every vehicle they drive is built right here in Pakistan. Pakistani and Punjabi engineers and welders no longer import climate solutions, they manufacture them. Suthra Punjab or Clean Punjab is more than just a cleanup campaign. It is a blueprint for a green, circular economy. It is about redesigning how we produce, consume, and recover resources, creating value from what once was waste. And, ladies and gentlemen, certainly, we did not stop there. The very landfills that once symbolized failure are being reborn as landmarks of innovation. Mahmood Booty, that you just saw in the video, once Lahore's largest dump site, home to about 13 million tons of waste, is transforming into an urban forest and solar park that will power homes instead of polluting them. Another Lakhodeh, once a landfill, is now Pakistan's first carbon market pilot project, capturing methane, generating green energy, and earning carbon credits for reinvestment in clean infrastructure. This is not policy on paper or policy in the air. It is climate action in motion. And now, the revolution deepens. Under Suthra Punjab Phase 2, we are turning waste into value, developing waste to energy, waste to biogas, and waste to compost projects that